Why didn't you marry him?
Because of you. I'm not some hopeless romantic. You know, I've never allowed myself to be that way. But once I felt, even for a moment, what I felt with you, you ruined me. I didn't want to settle for less.
I know the feeling.
It scares the shit out of me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
You don't need to say that.
I'm not gonna hurt you. This is the first time in 25 years that I don't feel like I'm by myself.
Ooh, that's a lot of responsibility for me. I don't know if I'm quite comfortable with that.
Too late.
I've asked not to be disturbed. This had better be critical.
Fate of mankind? Critical enough?
I don't believe what I'm seeing.
I've had more than my share of that.
Sit down, General. Stay away from the desk.
I'd take her very seriously if I were you.
I have to hand it to you, Major. When you left this office today, I never imagined you'd be back, let alone with my most decorated soldier.
I'm going to tell you a story, General, and first it's going to sound ridiculous, but the longer I talk, the more rational it's going to appear. Tell him you call back.
Tell who?
Major General Beaumont calling from Halifax. His plane's just been delayed. Bad weather.
Yes. Thank you, Beaumont. I'll call you back.
Tomorrow's invasion is a slaughter. I'm dead within 5 minutes of landing on that beach, along with every other soldier you are sending. That's because the enemy knows we're coming. How do I know this? Before I died, I killed a mimic, only this one was different. It passed something on to me in my blood. Now I live the same day over and over again, just like they do. Just like Sergeant Vertasky at Verdun. Tell your secretary everything's fine.
Beg your pardon?
I'm sorry, General. I thought you were alone.
It's fine.
She typed up those orders for you to authorize, but she left out the ones referring to the fuel dump at Greenwich. Your name is Iris. Your birthday is September 17th. The General quietly pulled some strings, stationed your only son in Australia as far from the war as possible. Tell the General his dinner's just been canceled. The call came in just now.
Your dinner was cancelled.
You forgot the fuel dump. Thank you, Iris. That'll be all.
Cage, let's go.
Rita, let me
What are we doing?
please, don't shoot him again. Okay? You... General, this isn't the first time we've had this conversation. That's because you're stubborn. You won't believe me when I tell you that Dr. Carter was right, that the enemy can manipulate time. The invasion will fail, no matter how many bodies you throw at it. The only way to win this war is by finding this power source of the mimic horde and killing it. And the only means of finding it is in that safe right there. No matter how many times we have this conversation, you refuse to accept that the enemy breaks through to London tomorrow, and we lose everything.
Let's say for one moment.
You are scared to death.
You're an asshole.
That's lovely. I mean, what are you doing in your life that is so terrific?
My life is fine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You don't know about me.
Yeah. I know all about
You know,
inside.
bullshit.
Why you gotta shout?
Excuse me, can we have 2 coffees here? Sorry, so?
So what?
So, tell me.
Menus?
No, thanks. So, what was it like?
You know, a lot of money, Tucson, Mexico City, Bogota, drifting, you know. Okay?
Okay.
It got twisted and ugly and empty. It was over already, but we kept moving through the moves. It ended very badly. Now I get up in the morning, I take a shower, I go to work, I have a job, I have a social security card, and my life is very ordinary, very boring, which is good because it's solid.
You're marking time is what you are. You're backing off, you're hiding out, you're waiting for a bus that you hope never comes because you don't want to get on it anyway because you don't want to go anywhere, all right?
Do you have a license for this?
All right, how much was he moving?
Nothing till the end. And then kilo amounts. I don't know.
Well, then what?
He's dead.
Hmm?
He is dead.
That is good because he's an asshole.
There was a lot of love in the beginning.
The guy was an asshole.
There was love in the beginning.
Big asshole. I mean, he put you in a box. You know the kind of things they do to you 10 times a day if you do a bit in Colombia? Do you? Jesus Christ.
Don't shout in here. I was alone. I had no money, no clothes, no visa, standing on the corner of Bogota and Colombia. Things did happen. Where were you in prison? Would you pass the cream, please?
Joliet. The war. Whoa, God. Hey, can we some new cream here?
What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? It's cottage cheese. The warden there was Joe Regan, Meatball Joe. If that slob was a penologist, I'm a jet airplane pilot. I did 11 years. I got out, 4 years ago.
What'd you go up
I stole $40.
for? $40?
Yeah. Started with a 2-year bit, parole in 6 months. And right away, I got into this problem with these 2 guys. They tried to turn me out. So I picked up 9 more on a manslaughter beef, some other things. I was 20 when I went in, 31 when I come out. You don't count months and years. You don't do time that way.
What do you mean? Why?
Why? You gotta forget time. You gotta not give a fuck if you live or die. You gotta get to where nothing means nothing. I'll tell you a story all about it. Once there was this Captain Morphus, this 300-pound slob. He couldn't write his name. And he had this crew of 16 or 17 guards and cons and prison groups, crews. They would go into these cells and grab these young guys and bring them up to hydrotherapy in a mental ward, gangbang. If a guy puts up a struggle, they beat him half to death and he winds up in a funny farm. And anyway, word comes down that I am next. And I do not know what I am supposed to do. I'm scared. 11:30, 12, lights come on, and I got this pipe from plumbing. And I whack the first guard in the shins, and I go through a convict and another convict, and anyway, I get to Morphus, and I whack him across the head twice. Boom. And then they jump all over me, do a bunch of things. I spend 6 months in hospital ward, but Morphus, he is also fucked up real good. Cerebral hematoma. They pension him out, and he can't walk straight, and he dies 2 years later, which is a real loss to the planet Earth. Meanwhile, I gotta go back into the mainstream population. And I know the minute I hit the yard, I am a dead man. So I hit the yard, so you know what happens? Nothing. I mean, nothing happens. Because I don't mean nothing to myself. I don't care about me. I don't care about nothing, And then I know from that day that I survived because I achieved that mental attitude. And then, see, later, I worked this out. In Stone Cell, and
What is this?
that is my life. And nothing, nobody can stop me from making that happen. And right there, that would be you.
Who's the old man here?
That is David Oakler Bertineau. He's a master thief, a master, and a great man. He was like a father. He taught me everything that I know about what I do, and I told him about you.
Did you cut these out from magazines and...
Yeah, newspapers, whatever.
Why do you have all of these dead people?
Inside, you are on ice from time. You can't even die right, you know. And here, people grow. They get old, they die, children come after. Just a cycle, you know.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You do.
You don't know from one day to the next whether you're going to be killed, go home, or get busted.
Look, I have run out of time. I have lost it all. And so I can't work fast enough to catch up, and I can't run fast enough to catch up, and the only thing that catches me up is doing my magic act. But it ends, you know? It will end. When I got this, right there, it ends, it's over. And so I'm just asking you to be with me.
I can't have children. I don't fit into this.
Wow, we adopt.
I'm not ready. See, and I have my life, so I can't.
What? I mean, what? What is going on in your life that is so terrific? Mine's been a mess. I was just thinking, you know, that just maybe between the two of us, that we could make something happen, something special, something really nice, you know? So I'm just asking you, look, and I got a way now that I can make it happen faster. I mean, much faster. And, I'm just asking you,